Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the channel. We are jumping in with the first rebuild of the season. You guys picked for Pacific on the little survey that I put on there. So, I I've been thinking about this team, ever since probably last year or well this off season, just thinking about it and who they have on the roster and how's it going. We're going to be picking the Seattle Kraken. We're going up to Seattle. So, like we're going to a new team. They have been around for it's already been what, 3 years, 4 years with the Seattle Kraken. It's been a long time already. So I'm excited to start this rebuild, mostly because I feel like the Seattle team is a full teardown. And I'm going to jump into the reason why, but this is what we're jumping into. They're an 85 overall team, so mid of the pack of the Pacific Division here, but we do have heavy hitters like Edmonton, Vancouver, Vegas is going to be a very difficult team to beat. We have a young team on the big come up with San Jose and Anaheim, and then you have a team like Calgary and the Kings, who they're they're a veteran team. You know, the Kings really have to step up this year for uh, Kopitar. He's going to be retiring, so there's that. Um, I saw Jonathan Taze's first game in Winnipeg. That was very nice, but we're a mid pack of the team in the Pacific Division, so let's continue that to career. Obviously, owner mode off, fog of war off, player morale off, head coach editing lines off. Then we're going to overview, rules and settings. It's going to be quick settings. We're going to go down here. And actually, it's not in quick settings. Stupid. Is it gameplay sliders? Yeah. Attribute effects, we're going up to 8, so it's as realistic as possible, with some possibilities of a bad team sneaking by. We have that. Sim scoring engine is set to medium, shot frequency set to high. That's pretty good. Draft class quality, we're setting that to low immediately. Generated prospects will still be there, so a possibility of a franchise player will be there, but the depth of the draft, so in year 6 or 7, there's not like 1284 overalls on there. I like a little bit of a challenge, so we're going with that. And here we go. Ben, would you take a look at that? A nice backdrop for the Seattle Kraken, real easy on the eyes. I like this black backdrop of the blue. It's really calming on the eyes. I moved it, that was off topic. I moved it to the last preseason game just so free agencies are already people are already signed off there. I'm not getting anybody good and cheap off of there. Uh, I want to make this rebuild as difficult as possible. So, that's why I advanced it so far, just so I can talk over the team and be able to make the moves that I would like to move. But the reason why I picked uh, Seattle is let's just start off with goalies. Dak. I mean, yeah, he's in his prime. You have to hope I like for them to be a contender this year, he has to play a 20% above what he played last year. So, yeah, he got 27 wins, but for them to be a real contender, I think he has to get up to at least like 30 to 32 wins to be a good enough like a good goalie, like 32 18 5 with like a 916 save percentage. Like he has to he has to be up there a little bit, but you can believe in him. He has a long contract with this team. It's a modified one, so if we do want to move on from him, we can. But right now, he could be a staple. 85 is a good enough overall. Matt Murray, I mean, goalie position is good as the aspect of we have a couple goalies we can go to in case of emergency. We do have Kako. I believe I'm saying that right. He has the potential to be a starter, so we can see what he does. Um, I want to start are these guys in the AHL, but with possibility of injuries, I'm definitely going to move down Grubauer, and plus it's a 5.9 salary. I mean, I'm not worried about cap space with this team anyway. It's just, uh, I mean, you could see that that record from last year. It says itself. I mean, simulating it could be different, but I mean, ever since he left Colorado and he started, uh, I mean, he's had a couple good seasons, but it's time. And how many years? 2 years? Okay, but that's okay. We're dropping him down. He can play in the AHL. Now up to defenseman. What you have here in Vince Dunn and Brandon Montour. Yeah, Brandon Montour, he's a first line defenseman uh, in an aspect. Like, yes, he did play good. He's won a couple, one Stanley Cup. Yeah, he's won one Stanley Cup. He has a no trade clause, so we can't move him just yet. But he's definitely one of the first people off the books, just because the these guys are going to be regressing way before uh, you can get a good value out of it. Like that, we have one decent season with these guys right here with Montour, unless he has a good year. Like if he has another, um, say, 41 point season, but with a plus, I believe he'll stay in 87. But these three guys, and I would say Lilligren, I mean, maybe not. We'll see. But these three guys definitely on the outs. Like Jamie, I'm definitely going to get rid of him. This team is more of a teardown than I believe just picking the right tools to win. It's mostly I believe the forward core, but Vince Dunn, he is a, a good defenseman. I will give it to him. He's pretty good. He just needs that line mate. I don't know if Brandon Montour's that line mate, but we will find out this season. Like this is a decent top pairing. Vince Dunn, you have him locked up for another couple of years. That's why I want to get rid of Brandon Montour because if his contract's up, I believe in in 2 years he's going to be 30. I don't know if I really want to sign him for the long term. I might sign him for short term so I can then get like maybe a second or something out of him in the future. But that's what I mean. Like this team, by the time you start really getting progressed with this team, the people that are in their primes now are going to be at the end of their primes. Kako, the good old legend of this channel. I mean, we have him once again. He is an 83, does have low elite potential. I will be playing him on that first line immediately. Jordan Eberle, I mean, 35. It's it, it's time to call it a career. Like he's definitely. I mean, he could still play, but it's definitely time. I will be. He has a no trade clause. Hell, I might just buy him out of his contract or just let it ride for this year. But I will be moving on from him. There's nothing there. Marsh, I mean, he's 30 years old. Yes, is he in his prime? Yes, is he good enough? But is he a first line person? No. I'll be moving him at the trade deadline. Jaden Schwartz, or 33 years old, moving him. That's why I mean it's like a teardown. Tolvin, I mean he's 26. You can build with him. But if I can package him with somebody else and get like a really good pick, I would absolutely do that. So you already lose all your left wingers that are NHL ready. You still have like you don't have much depth as it is anyway. So that's what I'm saying is a teardown. The only the only shining glow on this offense for the forwards for this team, I mean, like yes, you have Capo Caco. He can be something, but it's Beniers. I'm butchering that. I've always been Maddie. You have him and Shane Wright. Like if you can grow these two guys, you have something. Like it, it's going to be hard. But this off season, I will be looking for just one absurd signing, just obscene overpay, because I believe like Seattle should do that. Bring in somebody this off season just to help these guys flourish. Because I believe they're going to be. Uh, I mean, they're going to try, but they just have to accept the fact that they're not the Vegas Golden Knights, and they're not just going to go boom right into um, a Stanley Cup with just getting players and just throwing them together. You have to build something like that. they were the misfits, or I forget what they called them for those couple years. Like that main core, there's a reason why they bonded over something. Like McCann and Stevens, I believe didn't they sign these guys off of free agency? Like they're just there's a couple people on this team that they just signed. Like it is what it is. So yeah, like Chandler, it's time to like they just signed him, but I'm going to move him. I'm going to try to get him to agree to move. Like there's a lot of moving parts with this team. Fred, uh, I just he's not. I don't want. He's 32. Like there's no more. He's not going to go up in overall. Like we have to move on from this team and have Maddie and Shane playing as much ice time as possible to get those guys to grow. And I mean, our other options for centers kind of suck. So this season is definitely going to be a bit of a teardown. Like going throughout the season, I'm going to put these guys on the trade block just to see what we could get in return. I'm going to put like first, seconds, and thirds out there, but I'm just curious to see what we get for all these guys that have modified trades. All these guys are going right up on the trade block, so like I could trade them in November for something, or I trade them in January, February. Eberle, I'm gonna ask to waive it. Stevenson is going to be hard because it's a no movement clause and they just signed him, so it's going to be hard. Defense, I'm going to ask Larsons and Montour to waive. So we'll see. There's a lot of parts to this team to move to get it going in the right direction. So that's the that's why I picked the Seattle Kraken. We can put our own paint brush strokes, or I forget how that saying goes, to this team. We can really make it our own team in Seattle. Give this team a real uh, different identity. Like just going balls to the wall or something. Like we'll figure it out along the way. Absolutely, especially with what we could draft and who's available. But it's going to be fun nonetheless. So I'm excited to get into it and start it. I hope you guys are. Uh, if you already made it through this far of the video, appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be awesome. And if you want to see more from this, I will do more. I'm going to try to be as active with these rebuilds so they don't feel like they drag along. I will do my best for that. But we're going to do a little simming into this game just to see how this team is. I still have to go through the lines and edit them how I want. I'm not going to put that in the video because that could be boring for you. But if you want that in the video, let me know. I will definitely do that. But I'm going to sim this team into the regular season up to the next game, and then I'm going to edit the lineup. I'll edit it out so it cuts down on time, but I yapped enough. The power of video editing. With this team, first captains and jerseys. Eberle, I'm gonna keep him just as captain for now. It only seems right until he's off the team, but it's definitely going to be Wright or Beniers, one of those two guys. It's definitely one of these guys' teams. They just have to, figure out whose team it is. AHL side, excuse me, I just have to prefer lines. Not bad. It's a AHL team. They're not going to be good this first year, probably, unless the goalies play out of their mind. Gruber and Coco, don't know how to pronounce his name, but in the NHL, this is how I figured out the team. +3 on the top line, so that's nice. That's going to help out Maddie pretty well. Second line, not so well. It's like a -1. I'm really like moving it around. It's not like working for any of them. So that's what I'm working with here. And then the fourth line, I mean, you got Fred on the fourth line here, two-way forward with Ben and Ty. Like this is why I'm saying like move on from some of the older guys, 32, 35, 31, 33, 30. Like 30's not old, but like by the time this team gets good, those guys should be gone. So, yeah. Defensively, I forget the reason why Riker Evans was not signed. I don't know. I don't remember what's going on there off the top of my head. So I just signed him anyway, put him back on the team. He's second pairing. So decor is looking nice, but still 32, 32, 31, probably going to be 32 this year. So that's three of them out of here. Then you got Evans and Dunn. Like I can put them up there, see how they perform, but right now that's how it's going to look. Power play. This is what it looks like right now for the power play and PK. PK looks pretty good, so hopefully that works out this year. I didn't even look at who's the coach anyway. Goalies: Matt Murray, and Deckard, and then the scratch. These are the scratch guys. So not the biggest amount of depth there with the scratch players, but uh, this is the team that the Kraken are that we're taking over. Coaches, we have Lampard. Um, I mean, he's a great coach. Decent record so far. Let's see how he sims. I don't think I've ever used Lane Lambert. Um, I don't know why his name's not coming to my head. I know who he is and all that. It's not coming to my head. So, uh, coaches aren't the best right now, even for the AHL team. But that's another thing we're good at. We're good at finding coaches and building teams. It's one thing we're good at, and it's going to be fun either way. Those are the coaches, scouts. Obviously, we know how that's going to work out. Got to change these guys over so they can cover more of the scouting, so I'm going to do that. That's going to be another video edit. So I want to go over the team. Once I'm done with this, we're jumping into a little bit of simming. All right, let's get to simming. First game against the Ducks. I don't remember what happened in real life um, with this game. I believe the Kraken lost. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And another thing with this team that we're going to have to build after going through the scouts and the signing them, uh, this team is E, C, and E. That's their grades for their depth of this team. So we also have to build a whole entire um, depth of this team, like the whole squad. We have to build it from ground up. We gotta put the footings in now, or like we gotta build this foundation. This is a top to bottom, bottom to top rebuild. But first game of the season, we're just gonna do a little quick sim. So first period, first goal of the season. Look at that, goes to Shane Wright and Maddie. They're two top guys. Kako got in the goal scoring and Stevenson, but we did let up three as well. That's all right. Second period. Ooh, done on the board. Vince Dunn. Let's go. 5-3. Let's get the third period underway at home here. Can we close it out and start off the year with a victory? That would be nice. Terry has thoughts otherwise. Bringing it back to a one-goal game. Still got 10 minutes left. Here we go. Can we close it out? Come on, Dak. First win of the year. A high-scoring 9-goal, 10-goal game. Eberle gets the icing on the cake there, making it a 10-goal game between the two teams. 6 goals for us. Not bad. I will take that. Nice hot start of the year. Points for everyone, it looks like. Points for everyone. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Only a couple minuses out there, but that's the top line. Whatever. Let's continue simming here. All right, we're gonna hop into the calendar here. Vegas Golden Knights. That's going to be a tough game. We're just gonna take like 4 games at a time here. Let's go a little bit here. How good? Mm, decline. Second game at home. Vegas Golden Knights. What do we do? 1-0 win. A nice little shutout there. All right. Good start of the season. Overtime loss. Ottawa 5-1 win. Toronto. What's going to happen here against Toronto? Oh, come on. 4-2 loss. All right. Not bad. 5 games. 3-1-1. Let's get another week out of the way. Philly. What are we doing? 6-3. All right. Washington. 3-2. All right. 1-0 loss. All right, it's a 4-game losing streak. Well, 5-game actually. We lost 5 in a row. All right. let's just get to the end of this month here, up against the Rangers, and I think I'll do one more month, just one more. We'll do a quick month, 3-6-1 after the first month. So we're on a 6 game losing skid. Um, I don't want to make any change or anything. It's only like what 10 games. We're only 10 games into the season, but this is what I mean. This team, first couple games playing hot. The last few games just getting our doors absolutely blown off. We we literally went from first to last in 6 games. That's what I'm talking about. That's how fast things could change. So we're just gonna get into this next month here. I don't think we could change anything with this team, really. So what I mean by that is like it's the first season, no free agency, no nothing yet. We haven't really put anything on our team really. Goudreau for a sixth, and I mean, I honestly don't even recall who this person is. Curly, um, 32. Nah, I'm not gonna give old for old. 4-1 win. All right, there we go. We bounced back. Okay. All right. The last 3 games, we've only given up 2 goals, and we've scored what 14, 14 goals. Okay. The last 3 games, we turned it up. That's why. Don't change anything. Seattle. What are we going to do against them? I think Seattle has excuse me, St. Louis. I think St. Louis has the best unis in the game this year. But look at that. Just like how we lost 6 in a row, we came back and won 6 in a row. Our defense and goaltending definitely stood up the last 6 games. I mean, shutout, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal. I mean, we only let up 1 goal 4 games in a row, then two. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good comeback. All right. So these next few games here, uh, let's go. Winnipeg 3-1. The Mammoth are a scary team this year. Uh, it's a scary team. But Carcone for just a third round, and they're giving me back a fifth. I mean, I forget how old Carcone is. How old is he? 29, 80 overall. Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, for that's a great contract, but for a third, no, I need that third this year. San Jose 2-1 win. Detroit, let's go. 4-2 loss. Uh, we're in a decent position. Let's just take it up to the end of the month here. We got what 4 or 5 games left. Just take it up to the end of the month, close it out, get this first episode wrapped. 6-1 win, beautiful. All right, against a team like us, Pittsburgh, we get blown out. Islanders, we get absolutely beat down 9-1. Okay, Tolvanen, it's okay, just replace him. 5-4 shootout win against a hard team. All right, real competitive game here coming up against Edmonton. We got to see how we stack up with them. We are missing a person to injury. Goudreau, Cristal. Is this a decent trade? I mean, top 6. We're giving up. We're just swapping fourth, so it's pretty much Goudreau for Cristal, top 6 pick. He could turn into something. I mean, it's an AHL guy. Goudreau. I mean, yes, he's having a decent season, but I don't mind letting him go. Like I said, this team's a full rebuild, and that is one of the people I was hoping to move on from, even though I believe he just signed there this year. Like, come on, give me. There we go. So who do I put in this? McCormick. I'm gonna throw you in there as well, just to I don't know, get rid of somebody on my team that's in the AHL that'd be taking up a spot. That's literally all I'm doing. Clarky, we'll ask for you back. Can we do that? Trade rejected. All right. Fine. I'll give you a 7th round to make this damn trade go through. That's what I want to do. Sort actually by this year, please. Nope, that's first rounds. There we go. 7th round. The Devils 7th rounder. There we go. All right, Clark. Welcome to the team. Fred. Uh, Thank you for your few games here. They were impressive. Now, let's go fix these lines. We're gonna do this. Yeah, we got a few injuries on this team so far. We are going to put Stevenson here. We're going to put uh, Myers there, and we are going to edit roster, and that's 70 overall. You're going to go down. Going to the AHL, buddy. All right, beautiful. Best lines. He's going to start playing in the AHL. And yeah, first trade under out of the way. Edmonton, a 5-1 win. All right, so boom, we beat a good team like Edmonton. It's time to wrap this up. Get this starter video going for the series. 23rd in scoring. It's not the worst, but for this team, I take it. At least it's not like 29th. Goals against, beautiful. Power play, absolutely atrocious. Penalty kill was something we got to work on. So, see, that's what I mean by like trying to rate these players. Like this team's iffy. Dak is up there with goalie wins though, so he's having a good season so far. Let's wrap it up by looking at some of these stats. Stat lines: 19 points in 24 games. Not bad. Definitely hope to see these guys point per game. Maddie only 14 points in 24 games. I know he's not the biggest point producer, but we got to work on that. Shane, I believe Shane is more of a playmaker than a two-way forward, but we'll work on that as well. Kako, 15 points in 14 games. He's doing good, so he's underway. He still has 2 years with a low elite, so we can hopefully get him up to an 86, 87. That would be perfect for a second liner. Let's go down here. I mean, the team's doing okay. I mean, Stevenson, dude. 6 points in 24 games. Like, yeah. Wow. Okay. That's terrible. That is actually shit. I was going to say straight up. Vince Dunn, beautiful 15 points Montour. So they're doing all right there. Evans just a -1. So second D pairing's not doing great. Goalies, Matt Murray, 1 and 2. We're starting every game, it looks like, with Joey. 12-8-1, but a 9.25 save percentage is amazing. Keep that up, and things are unlimited. So, a decent start with this team. I like it. First trade is already down. Fred is gone, so that's a decent hit to the offense, but I'm fine with that. This team, we need to grow. Where is the scouts? Where is the scouting? Not a signed scout. Draft board. That's what I'm looking for. It's actually not the draft board. It's view draft class. It's whatever. Right now, all right. Rubric. We have a decent, looks like decent picks right now. Two defensemen. I don't like that there are two defensemen there, but Walter Sweat, an elite grinder. Before I end this video, do you see how many points Connor McDavid has in 24 games? That is absurd. 42 points. All right, that's crazy. That is absurd. Wow, the sim engine is bonkers. We just beat them 4-1. Our next match is up. Next game is up against them, but that'll be for the next episode. Welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Let's hopefully win a Stanley Cup with them. Not the first team in Seattle that would have, because technically the Seattle Metropolitan have won one. But here we go. Let's bring one to Seattle. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos, come on back. I love doing rebuilds, not just on NHL. It's just the flow of the NHL game is a lot better than like Madden's and NCAA's. I love doing rebuilds. If you want to see more, let me know. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day.